Hi everybody, this is the Sentiment Timing weekly video report for March 3rd, 2015. We haven't been putting out any video reports because there really has been absolutely nothing to report. We identified on February 18th that it was going to be a slow motion breakout to the upside that should last into March 4th or the 5th, which is a freebie for you guys right now because we're running right into that time period right now. And that has been pretty much exactly what we've seen, is just a slow motion move higher. So what I left you with on the last video report was being wrong, but finding out that you're wrong and changing your market view very quickly. And if you remember, Woody was anticipating that this was going to be an important top and we were going to drop and probably take out these lows. But once we got the Greek news and we saw this a 90% bullish rally off of these lows, it was picked up that this was an important low and to get out of your short position, because we're probably going to grind higher into the early March time frame, and it was a break-even trade. Now, yes, everybody wants to be in these calls where Woody predicted the top a month in advance on this. The S&P dropped 200 points. He predicted the low 3 weeks before, and it rallied 280 points. And you can see each one of these dates. The red was predicted as a top 2 weeks before. This was predicted back in 3 weeks before, because it was a top and a bottom, as well as the top here. And everybody wants to be in those trades, and that's what makes him the best in the business, is that he's able to use the sentiment and these time cycles to be able to predict when the next turn is coming. And this one was off, but it was picked up on right away. Now, you have a lot of other, say, people that write newsletters that would be stubborn and be like, no, we're heading lower, and they've been short this entire time. Woody changed his views within 1 day, saying that we are going to grind higher, and forgot about us heading lower, because he picked up on this was going to be an important low. And that's it, and that's what makes him different than pretty much everybody else. So that's what the S&P has been doing, is just grinding higher. There's been not a whole lot of volatility. The VIX has crashed basically, and now we are running into our time period when we want to expect a top. So we've had a series of high bullish readings, but again, I can show you these charts whenever I want, and you're not going to be able to make heads or tails of them. You have to be able to interpret what they mean. And right now we got the 92% bullish reading, but it is falling right into our time period for a price high. So that is what we're looking at right now, and this is part of today's newsletter that we put out. And we're anticipating that the top is coming within either it hit already or within the next couple days. And I had to delete when the downside is going into, because most likely this is going to be just a pullback before we head higher. And our subscribers already know when to expect that low. And what we're probably going to do is just use a technical support and resistance levels. And right now, what we're looking at is that we already made this wave 3, and that we topped, and now we're heading down. The door is still open that they could have another push higher. But as Woody had stated, it's going to be limited to the upside. So even if we head higher, we're most likely still coming down. It's probably going to start sometime this week if it already hasn't started. And really, the first support line, 2086, and then 2070. Now, if we get down to these levels and there's still time left before to expect some kind of low, then we're probably going to go going lower than that. And what we do is we're basically just matching sentiment at these bullish and bearish sentiment levels with expected turn dates, and then from there use our technical analysis to figure out where these turns are going to play out. And that's what we've been relaying to our subscribers, is that we're in on February 18th. We're in a boring grind higher that's going to be lasting into March 4th or 5th, and that's pretty much exactly what's happened. And getting that kind of information, really what you have to ask yourself is, what what is knowing when to be shorting the market, when to be getting long the market, shorting, and when it's actually wrong and it's going to go higher. But even though this call was wrong and it was break even, you knew on February 18th to expect that the top was coming into March 4th or 5th. So even though this is wrong, you knew 2 weeks in advance that this market was going to grind higher. And that's really what this newsletter is all about. It's not about getting in and getting out. These dates are predicted weeks ahead, so you can calmly position your portfolios and know with confidence that you have the best market timer in the world that's going to be basically guiding you through these ups and downs. And it's such valuable information that like I said, some of the largest institutions in the world pay him tens of thousands of dollars for it, and this is what our newsletter is providing. So we don't have any running any special, but I do have an announcement because I'm happy to say that Investors Hub is picking up our newsletter. They're going to be making us one of their premium newsletters. They get over 2.4 million users per month and over 60 million page impressions per month. So they're going to be taking our newsletter and making it part of their premium package. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because we're in talks. They want us to raise the price, and being that they have such a large presence in the traders market, if they want us to raise it to 200 or 250, we're going to have to do it because we want to partner up with them. So anybody that is a subscriber of ours, they're going to be grandfathered in to our normal 150 price. But I just wanted to give you a heads up. If we do make that price, if we do make the change with them, we're going to have to change ours. And again, there's no $99 special. That was gobbled up real quick. But you can subscribe right up top or for the 1 week free, and then lock into our 150 price. And if we have to make the change, you will remain at that 150 price. So with that, until next week, have a great week, and I'll talk to you again.